If you want to feel lighter, more energized, and more grounded stepping into the new year, these 3 research-backed plant-based habits will help you reset without doing anything extreme. And the third one has nothing to do with food, but changed everything for me. Now, as we wrap up the year, many of us are feeling the effects of the holidays. The disrupted sleep schedule, maybe you did a lot of traveling, maybe you ate too much sugar. But instead of doing what most people do, which is waiting until January to start fresh, you can set the tone now with habits that work with your body's natural rhythms rather than working against them. I'm Anjali. I'm a board-certified health coach and nutritionist. And these are the 3 habits that I use with all of my clients, including my family, to reset without restriction. So let's get into it. Habit number 1. Eat fiber at every single meal, especially breakfast. Here's what most people don't realize. When you eat fiber at breakfast, you're setting up your blood sugar stability for the entire day. Research shows that starting your day with at least 10 grams of fiber can reduce blood sugar spikes for up to 30% throughout the entire rest of the day. But here's the problem. Most of us only get about 15 grams of fiber in the whole day, when actually we need 25 to 35 grams at a minimum. That's why you're experiencing those 3 p.m. energy crashes, intense sugar cravings, and constant hunger even after eating. So instead of a generic eat more whole foods approach, I want you to focus specifically on getting fiber at every meal, especially breakfast. And there's lots of ways to do this. Instead of cereal or toast, you can start with oatmeal topped with chia seeds, nut butter, nuts, flax seeds, and berries. That's 12 to 15 grams of fiber right there. For lunch and dinner, build your plate around proteins that also contain fiber, like beans and lentils. A single cup of lentils has 16 grams of fiber. That's more than most people eat in an entire day. And then make sure that you're pairing fiber with healthy fats and protein at every meal. This combination will keep you satisfied for 4 to 5 hours instead of just 90 minutes. Habit number 2, front load your vegetables. Here's a strategy from nutrition research that actually works. First, fill half of your plate with vegetables, and then make sure that you finish all of your vegetables before you eat the rest of your plate. Studies show that when you eat fiber-rich veggies at the start of your meal, you create a protective barrier in your digestive system that actually slows down glucose absorption. This means smaller blood sugar spikes, fewer cravings, and better energy stability. But most of us do the opposite. We either save the vegetables for the end and don't really eat very many of them, or we eat them alongside everything else, which is fine but doesn't give you that same metabolic effect. One thing that I like to do is to put out raw vegetables and dips while I'm cooking. That way me and my family can snack on bell peppers, cucumbers, carrots, and hummus before we even eat dinner. So by the time we sit down, we've already eaten at least 1 or 2 servings of vegetables. This strategy is especially powerful during the holidays or special occasions when you're eating richer foods. Start every meal with a big salad or a huge veggie soup or crudités. You'll naturally eat less of the other stuff without feeling deprived. And one key hack, just keep cut veggies already prepped and fresh and ready to go at eye level in your fridge. Because when veggies are front and center in the fridge instead of hidden in your crisper drawer, you're 3 times more likely to eat them. Habit number 3, anchor your evening routine to digestive recovery, not just sleep. Now, everyone talks about evening routines for better sleep. But what they're missing is that your evening routine should be specifically designed to support overnight digestion and cellular repair. Because when you're sleeping is when your body does its most important metabolic cleanup work. So if you're eating your last meal within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime, you're actually sabotaging your body's natural detoxification process. Which is why if you're eating really close to when you're going to bed, you'll probably wake up feeling bloated or groggy or like you didn't get enough rest. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you should stop eating at 6 p.m. or you should stop eating at 7 p.m. But if you're going to bed at midnight, you don't have to stop eating at 7 p.m. What I recommend is creating a 3-hour eating cutoff. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m., the last time you eat should be 7 p.m. But if you're going to bed at midnight, you can eat at 8 p.m. and still be fine. The 3-hour cutoff gives your body to digest fully before you enter deep sleep. One thing I like to tell my clients is to create a psychological boundary after your eating cutoff time has passed. The easiest way to do this is to brush your teeth because you're going to be brushing your teeth before bed anyways. So if you brush your teeth after your last meal, then your body knows that eating time is done and it's almost time to go to sleep. And that's it. 3 hacks that will definitely help you reset in this new year. You don't need a perfect routine or a complete diet overhaul to reset your health. These 3 habits, fiber at every meal, front-loading vegetables, and creating a cutoff time for dinner, are backed by research and are actually sustainable for real life. I use these strategies with all of my clients, and they work because they're specific, actionable, and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. If you implement any of these, be sure to let me know in the comments which one you're trying. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because I post new videos like this every week to help you feel your best without the overwhelm.